As here, guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On second down, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Hey, let's go! Paper, dip! Double!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, 52! Double.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We got three, fellas.
From the gun, Vic. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Right 20. Right 20. On. Up.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And now he'll tuck it and run. Finding room inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Vic operating on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Vic on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Vic to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 88. Check 88. And it's a black dude now. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6. Alpha. Alpha. Double.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And he puts it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. 1st down, Vic. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Double. Let's go. Right 20. Eagle. Right 20.
Vic now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And now out come the Bills. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gone! 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 Over! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Gone! 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 Gone!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis
All right, now,
after
lucky
this.
56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try to run with Hines, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Bills will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Flushed out right. And he checks this one down to Williams. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Vick now from the 50. Going deep for Diggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side caught by Matthews. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vick readies to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Vic. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, hey, hey.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, 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 no. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw, Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and now it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now here's Vick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Double. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They run it again with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing, Vick. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
a 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll set up a throw, looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills head on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First down, Vic. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On second down, Vic again. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Vic to throw it. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
White 90. White 90. Eagle.
A second down throw for Vic. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, trying this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking it's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Right 20.
Again, it's Williams. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Vic now steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Desperation time. Vic on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now. She's
going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Vic. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Let's go. By 90. Alpha.
From the red zone now, Vic. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4 down. Alpha.
One last shot for Michael Vick. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.